Hello, I know, any excuse to dress up. So, I've come on to talk about Easter, surprise, surprise. Yes, and what the kind of things I collect for any type of theme or activities that I'm wanting to do. If you've been following me for a while, you will know that I'm a big fan of these boxes. This is a 13-litre box, and I will keep everything for a theme in one of these boxes. And it could be a whole variety of stuff. And I'm going to show you the kind of things that I collect and will keep and will use. I must confess, this one does overflow a little bit. A bit like my Christmas one, it's a lot bigger. But I do find that these are really useful. That once the box is full, it's got enough stuff in there to create lots of activities. And it's just a nice way of when I do go and peruse the shops, it sort of helps me to not get carried away and buy a load more things that are probably going to sit on the shelf waiting until the next year. So yeah, it's quite a nice way of just making sure that you're not buying too much. Now, I'm very conscious the time of year that I'm doing this, that at the moment we're not able to get out to the shops very easily. And I am not making this video thinking that I want you to go and buy loads of things and go and order lots of stuff on Amazon, because I really don't. The idea why I'm sharing this, and I do them regularly with lots of different boxes I buy, is just to help you see that actually I bet you've got loads of stuff around the house already that you could use to create a little collection for Easter. So I'm hoping by showing you the kind of things that I collect might spark an idea or might remind you of, oh, do you know what? We've got that, or we've got something similar to that, and it might just remind you of stuff that you've already got. Because as you know, I'm a big fan of helping people not to spend lots of money, the idea of entertaining young ones. And as it's a build-up of Easter, it's nice to do lots of Easter activities. So I'm going to go through the kind of collection of things that I have and why I collect them and why I have bought them. I've made purchases and started to collect things and how I put them together. So before we start, thinking about Easter, very much like springtime, think about the colours that you're going to see. So there's lots of excuse me, lots of yellows, lots of pastel-y shades, lots of oranges for carrots and bunny rabbits and all that sort of stuff. So you have to bear that in mind, and it's the same with any sort of time of year. Christmas is the same, you get a lot of red and green and gold, and actually bringing those things together can look really effective before you even start spending any money. So for example, I have a collection of pastel colour shaded card, because I know we're going to be making Easter cards, we're going to be doing lots of art and crafts. So pastels this time of year, Easter and spring, are really useful to have. So if you've got colour card or whatever, felt tip pens, all that sort of stuff. And then that goes as well for your paint, having collections of nice spring bright coloured things for paint, and as well with your Play-Doh. So again, you know, we're going to want to make carrots, and you're going to want some pastel shades for making Easter eggs and that sort of stuff. So having these in, or if you don't have Play-Doh or you make your own, having those sort of food colourings in can be really useful. So bear those in mind with those sorts of colours, and you'll start to see when you go through the resources, there really is a pattern in there. And when you bring them together, it looks really, really effective. So bearing that in mind, these are the kind of things that I store in these boxes. I grab those boxes in the pound shop. They don't come with a lid, and they fit really well in my storage. But yes, so that's just how it goes. Right, where to start? Okay, so the kind of things that I will collect, first of all, normally some sort of containers. Love containers. I managed to grab these before lockdown. These would be in £2 nice big carrots. Aren't they fabulous? But any sort of little containers are great. I've got these little buckets from Home Bargains last year, little egg cups, chick things, anything that have containers are really lovely for children to fill and empty. So you could add them to water trays, you can add them to a sensory box, messy play. You know, there's no reason why you can't make mud eggs, all that sort of stuff. This is actually from Tiger, and I love this one. It's a clear egg. You can also get them at Christmas often in different shapes, like baubles. And they're lovely because you can actually put in lots of sensory items in there and then seal it and let your baby give it a good old shake. I'd maybe put a bit of tape round. They don't hold water, but you can put all sorts of sensory items in there, and they look really effective, so they're nice. So containers are something that I am a big fan of and will always have a little collection of. So something loosely around Easter, you may have some egg cups and bits and pieces already that you can start to put in there. And of course that includes those lovely eggs. I'm actually using my eggs for an activity with Mason at the minute. So of course the eggs, the plastic eggs that you can use and you can crack open, you can do all sorts of stuff with them. And again, because they're plastic, it means that they can go in water, bath time, sensory, messy, paint, Play-Doh, everything. Okay, so going along from that, I then normally have a few bits and bobs for arts and crafts. So some sort of Easter themed stickers. I've got these like little cake toppers. I love using little cake toppers actually, really nice, great for sticking in Play-Doh, nice for a little puppet show. You can do all sorts of stuff or make your own. Bits and pieces that you can stick on the works, all that sort of stuff. These are actually napkins that I grabbed last year. Don't even know where from. And then I love grabbing some novelty pens. You know, this time of year, wanting to encourage most to do a little bit of writing. And what better way do you want to write a letter to Easter Bunny with a little bunny pencil or even a little carrot pen? You can pick up novelty pens and pencils all over the place for a very cheap price. Lovely way of encouraging little ones to get writing. And the same if you've got some blank pieces of paper, stick some Easter stickers around the edge and all of a sudden you've got some Easter themed paper. So a really nice way of encouraging mark making and writing, add them to your writing area, that sort of stuff. Okay, and then along the same lines with like mathematical and maths and stuff, maybe having some little resources that you can use. I've got these little pretend carrots from the pound shop. Real carrots, grab some real carrots out. I'm sure you've got some in the kitchen, grab those out. You could do all sorts of bits and pieces, but little bits and pieces like this are really nice for doing counting and sorting and those sorts of activities. I have got a little Easter themed ice cube tray here. And again, you could add them in, and actually this has got 10, so it makes it quite a nice little 10 frame. You can put things in and out, working with the numbers up to 10. And then I've got an egg-shaped kitchen timer here. Time is also a really nice way of introducing number, understanding time part of their maths. Sorry, I'm going so quick. I only get 10 minutes on IGTV. Okay, and then tools, if there are any tools that you spot out and about, so maybe tongs, nice for the water tray, nice for another way of picking up the eggs and having to grab the eggs. This was in Aldi, I think, in that weird middle aisle. It's actually for making mashed potato, but fab for using with Play-Doh. So it's just really inviting, nice bright orange. You know, there's a bit of a theme with the colours. And even these are makeup sponges that just happen to be in the shape of eggs. Lovely colours, so I've saved those. Great for, we could do art painting, we could do all sorts of different stuff with that. Okay, then let's move on to soft toys. Any old soft toys that you've got. Maybe you've got some rabbits upstairs or lurking in the kids' bedrooms. My little boy's not a massive fan of soft toys, so we don't have loads. I picked up these little ones in a charity shop, little egg warmers. Aren't they cute? We could do some little activities with. And some ones that elderly neighbours have knitted for me over the years, and little finger puppets as well, little chick, and all those sorts of stuff. Really nice to add to any little small world activities that you're doing, again, with Play-Doh or anything else like that. And then anything sort of egg-shaped, really. Like I said, those lovely plastic eggs. Got an egg shaker. You must have something egg-shaped around the house. We've even got these are Crayola egg-shaped crayons. Lovely for little ones that are just starting to make marks. And also a nice alternative gift for Christmas if you're looking for a little something for your little ones. These are actually for emotions, but they're just from wooden eggs that I got from Tiger that I saved, and they always go in this, and they have different emotions on there and feelings to get them talking. And I'm sure many of you will recognise our Tommy collection of the wonderful little eggs. Don't judge me, we've lost one. I know, it's nothing worse. But again, really great. I'm sure you've still got them, that you can stick them and involve them in your activities. There's still lots of things to do. Then I've got some brightly coloured ribbon. You see, there's quite a pattern that goes with all the different colours. And then also, I'm very conscious, this is not a good time of year to be saying this, but my mum bought me this way before we went on lockdown. Often when there are celebrations and things, you can find lots of amazing stuff. These are little pasta shapes. These are Eastery different shapes. I imagine we'll probably have to eat these before long, because actually we're struggling to find pasta, like I know many of you are. But I do like having sensory items like Valentine's Day. You could get lovely heart ones. Great for doing sorting and arts and crafts and pictures and all that sort of stuff. Make a really nice sensory box. You only need 1 or 2 bags. Don't cost a lot. You can do all sorts with them. Then I'm flying on because I'm running out of time. I've got a nice little Orchard Toys Easter egg hunt game there, which is nice, really nice way of counting. And then some of my favourite books, Jane Foster, Easter, love this, great for little babies. Guess how much I love you. We're going on an egg hunt, and as you know, my absolute favourite, The Odd Egg. So please don't feel like you need to go out and buy loads. Please go and have a good hunt around the house and see what you've got already. Happy playing, everybody, and happy Easter.